Money's moving to me. I'm a millionaire. Money better cases. I ain't gotta chase it.
Money's moving to me. What's going on, beautiful people? Great day to you all. I hope that you've been having an amazing day and evening thus far. If not, it's about to get that much better, honey. So if you're watching me live, go ahead and let me know where you're watching from. Rep your city, rep your country. Let me know where in the virtual building you are watching me from on tonight, darling. Where are you watching me from? Go ahead and chime in. Let me know who is there. I am sharing as you should be sharing as well. Let me know who is in the building, y'all. Go ahead and listen. I don't plan on being on here long tonight at all, but I have to share. Mr. Jeffrey, I promise you are in my spirit today. And I said I was going to text you, and I forgot. So I'm going to text you after I get off of this live stream. It was good to see you, sir. Listen, y'all, I am super ecstatic. I am grateful. I am all of the synonyms that you could possibly think of after you hear someone losing 80 pounds, right? That's me. But let me go ahead and get started with my intro before I dive into what I want to share with you all tonight. My name is Sharita Leon. I went from being a homeless, disabled single mom to a two-time #1 best-selling author with books that won the bestsellers list over 2 years straight. I'm also a life, relationship, and business coach, an internet marketing strategist, international speaker, and the protege of the legendary Les Brown, a forex trader and investor. And I empower my tribe to their God-given purpose while creating wealth and have healthy relationships. I'm also a believer, and my faith is exuded in all that I do. So welcome, beautiful people. Listen, I am beyond excited because, y'all, I posted this last week and I hadn't had a chance to actually do a live like I wanted to go over all of the things, right? All the things of actually going through my journey and getting on that scale last week. And so that I had officially hit 80 pounds gone, I was like, ah! I was like, oh my gosh, this is actually happening. I don't know if any of you have ever been on a weight loss journey and it's like you're at a point where it feels like, oh my gosh, am I going to get there? Is this really working for me? Am I really getting to my goals? And sometimes we may hit a plateau, or sometimes it just feels like, oh my gosh, I'm doing everything and it's not working. Have you ever been there before, right? Thank you, sir. That's where I was like a year ago, a year and a half ago, 2 years ago. I just feel like it was not working for me. I felt like, what am I going to do? Because the truth is, this is not the first time I've lost 80 pounds, right? I've lost a lot of weight before, and then I gained it, almost all of it back. And I remember the state of mind that I was in when that happened. I remember going on the scale and seeing those numbers go back up. And literally, y'all, I felt depressed. I felt depressed because it was like, yo, at this point, there is nothing else that's going to work for me. I'm like, I tried eating differently. I was working out. And then you know what happens? You end up getting discouraged and then you just stop. You're just like, well, forget it. And so literally, I found myself about 2 years ago just saying, Sharita, just accept the fact that this is what it's going to be like for you. You're just going to have to stay at this weight and just deal with it. I really started to tell myself that because I felt like that was going to work. And it wasn't like I had those issues with self-esteem because I'm fly regardless, right? But I knew it wasn't my true self. I knew that I needed to be able to be more flexible. I'm pretty flexible though. Let me say that. Come back, Sharita. But no, seriously, I knew that I had clothing that I wanted to wear. I didn't want to be out of breath going up and down the stairs. Listen, y'all, when I think about it now, it was like torture. I used to live in a walk-up building in New York City. If you know anything about walk-ups, there were no elevators. I literally had to walk up like 4 flights of stairs. And it was horrific, okay? It was horrible. And I'd be out of breath. Everything would be just hurting. It was just a hot mess. But to now, fast forward to today and be able to be like, oh my gosh, I lost 80 pounds. I released it because that joker ain't coming back, okay? I released 80 pounds. It's like exciting. And the great thing is, there's still more work to go, right? There's still more work to go. But I want to show you guys a visual because pictures are 1,000 words, right? And so when they say it's worth 1,000 words, I'm going to show you my journey, and I'm going to try not to get emotional because I was not planning on getting emotional on this live, okay? But it is a whole lot that goes on mentally and emotionally when you can look at yourself and see the grand difference of where you've come from. Like, to see myself, I remember that day literally looking like that. And I remember thinking, oh my gosh. And in fact, I think it was my dad who took that picture of me. And when he texted me that picture that night, I was like, oh my gosh, no. I'm like, that's not me. You know how sometimes you'll know what you look like, but then you'll see a picture and be like, oh no, that's certainly not me. That's what I felt like. But to be able to look now and see the progress that has been made, it's like, oh my gosh. Like, y'all, you see me? You see me? You see me though. And the beautiful part is how I feel. The things that I have been able to do. Like right now, I'm sitting down doing this live and I'm crossing my legs. I remember what it felt like when I was no longer able to cross my legs. And that was like, oh my gosh. Now I'm a girl's girl, okay? I'm a lady, okay? So, I was accustomed to wanting to cross my legs, and honey, I couldn't do it, okay? I could not do it. But now, oh, listen, my Pastor Sean voice. But now to know that I have been able to release those pounds, gain so much more energy, be able to actually feel better, y'all. Just feeling better makes the world of a difference. And so let's talk about it, because what we don't often talk about is the mental and emotional side of weight gain and the weight loss journey and all of that. And for me, I mentioned that I actually had lost nearly 100 pounds before, right? And I gained it back. The thing that didn't change was my mindset. My mindset had not totally changed. So while I had been able to lose all that weight, I still had those old habits. And so that's why I gained practically almost all of that weight back. But now my mindset has shifted so much, and my consciousness doesn't allow me to even go back. Now, that's something we're trying. Don't get it twisted. But now I have more control mentally and emotionally of what I'm doing. But I also give myself grace. I was thinking about this earlier today. So often we give grace to other people, other situations. But when it comes to giving yourself grace, many of us don't do that. We're hard on ourselves, but we deserve the same grace that we give out to other people. And so now I give myself grace. And in fact, grace is part of self-care. Grace is part of self-love, right? And so I give myself grace. If there are moments and times where I'm missing it, okay, there's no stress. Why? Because I've created a new lifestyle for myself. I'm not depriving myself of anything. I've created my own idea of balance. And there are times where I may eat something and there are times when I don't. But I know that I'm not eliminating it from my entire life, at least not for now, right? But it allows me to say, okay, well, we're going to keep going. And that was one of the major mental shifts that took place for me in this journey this time, was the fact that I'm not on a race with anybody, right? I'm not on a race. I'm going for it, and every day I'm going for it. So whether the numbers change on the scale or not, I'm still going for it because I've made that decision. And the truth is, the scale is not always going to show you your full progress. I have lost hella inches, okay? I've lost mad inches, and the scale can't tell me that. When I look at myself, when I look at how my body has changed, when I look at my waist, I'm like, girl, you got a whole waist. When I look at those things and see how my body has been sculpting, like that is a major, major difference for me. And to be able to look at myself without the clothing, without the Spanx and the waist trainers, but to look at myself there and be like, girl, honey, right? So some of you are probably wondering, well, what did you do, Sharita? How did you do it? Because I have a whole lot of people that come and ask me, well, how'd you lose the weight? I need to lose weight. And the truth is, a whole lot of people that come to me and tell me that, they idealistically want to lose weight, but they're really not ready for that journey. they're really not ready to do the work. Some of them are not even ready to take the products, let alone do the work, right? So you have to actually do something. And it happens first mentally, to make the decision to want to lose the weight, to make the decision to make healthier options. And it's a journey. You may start off by saying, okay, you know what, for this week, if I eat out 5 days out of the week, this time I'm only going to eat out 2 days out of the week. And give yourself grace until you build up to where you're making better choices. Or if I'm going to eat out this week, this is what I'm going to eat. I'm going to stay away from this that's not serving me, or whatever the case may be. But it starts with making those small changes that eventually you will start eliminating things and your body rejects it. Like there are things now that my body is like, nope, you can't eat that. And when I tell you, that's not always a good feeling, not just physically, but mentally. When I eat a piece of chicken sometimes and it doesn't digest properly, I low-key almost get sad. And the reason why I say that is because if you know me personally, you know that I've always been a carnivore, okay? I have always been a carnivore. So when it's like the meat is like not digest, it's like, ooh, do you really want that? I'm like, dang. Am I gonna be a vegan for real, for real? And that's why I'm a flexitarian now, because sometimes I eat meat, sometimes I don't. And so I never thought I would say that in my entire life. But let me tell you what really changed things for me. And this is 100 the honest God truth, okay? On God, like we say here in New York, right? Literally 2 years ago, when I was sampled a product, I literally started telling myself that, Sharita, you're just going to be big for the rest of your life. You're going to be big for the rest of your life. Just accept it. And I had started trying to normalize what the rest of my life would be like being completely morbidly obese. And so one day, right? Oh, I'm dropping stuff, y'all. One day, I get a sample of what we now call Vasia Detox tea, right? I know y'all can see that, okay? And so honestly, I'm like, this junk ain't gonna work. I really literally said, I'm like, this is not gonna work. First of all, I'm someone who is not regular, okay? And when I did use a tea that actually worked for me, I'd have to steep that bad boy overnight, put it in a gallon, do all this kind of stuff. So I'm like, this instant tea is not going to do anything for me. Like, let's stop with the games, right? But it was free. So I said, I'm going to take it. It's free. I said, okay. I took it. Now, let me tell you something, okay? Let me tell you, escúchame. When I took that tea and it worked the first day, I was like, oh, shoot, wait a minute. We might be onto something. But then when I lost 9 pounds in 7 days, I said, wait a minute. Now, I need you guys to get this, because right before I was introduced to this tea, I couldn't lose weight. Like I was almost going right back to over 300 pounds again. And I was like, oh my God, Lord, like this is actually working. I lost 9 pounds in 7 days and I was like, oh, okay, bet. But what did that do for me? That encouraged me and built my belief up to know that I could actually lose the weight again. Remember, I said that I had started normalizing and accepting the fact that I would never be able to lose weight again, because nothing that I had been doing was working. So when I got that sample and I lost those 9 pounds in 7 days, my belief started to revive myself again. I was able to see the possibilities once again. And then I was surrounded by a community and a dynamic leader and mentor who would challenge me to really stick to this lifestyle. It was game over. So let me show you what I looked like before I started the product. So I want to be clear and move in integrity. Now, I said I lost 80 pounds, right? I lost 80 pounds in my total weight loss journey, okay? I started my weight loss journey before I started taking these products. Then not only did I come to a halt, I just started gaining weight again. But when I actually began to start losing weight and started taking these dynamic products, this is what I actually looked like. So I want to show you the accurate picture of when I started the products and my current weight loss now. So let me share my screen so you all can see what that actually looks like, okay? When I tell you this stuff works, man, listen. So this was me when I actually started, okay? This was me when I actually started the process. So if you tell me that this don't work, you're lying. From the girl to the left to the girl to the right, literally these products have been a game changer for me, because again, it gave me the belief that it can actually happen. But on top of that, it made me want to become better. It made me want to literally start eating better and working out. It made me want to continue on the journey. And the accountability was so strong. Like, I can't be out here talking to people about products and I'm not out here using them and or taking a lifestyle change, right? I can't do that. And so I took it and took the listen. There's no stopping me, right? But what did I do? It was not just detox tea that helped me get there, right? Let's just be clear. So after and I can't say even after because I continue to take the tea, but what I need to do on my weight loss journey is also boost up my metabolism. Now, if you're someone who has PCOS or you know of someone who has PCOS, you know how challenging it is to lose weight with PCOS. You guys know all of the details, right? So that was the other added thing to my situation, was having PCOS and still trying to lose weight. It's like, honey, it wasn't happening. But this flare came and changed the game for me. So what is flare? Flare is an all-natural plant-based metabolism booster and fat burner that totally helped everything, because what it did was it turned the fat into fuel. But in addition to that, for those of you again with PCOS or people who are insulin resistant, like if you have diabetes, what happens is your insulin just spikes up, right? And so when you have insulin resistance, it's a huge issue when it comes to weight loss. And so here in this flare, you have selenium, which is an amazing mineral that helps with kind of keeping your insulin levels where it needs to be, so it doesn't help you spike up and have that issue with burning the actual carbs and fats in your body. And so this was a really, really big game changer for me when it came to boosting up my metabolism, helping with the insulin resistance that I was dealing with, but also helping with cravings. Now, let me say this. If you know me personally, you know that a couple of things when it comes to food, right? Because I'm actually allergic to a lot of foods. But the things that I did eat was meats, right? Like I said, I was a big carnivore. But then also my other food was French fries. Honey, I love me some French fries and some rice. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all know I'm Caribbean. So it was like rice is we just raised on that. So with the flare, it helped with curbing the cravings that I had. So it was totally amazing. What I did like is that it didn't give me the whole jittery feeling. My heart wasn't palpitating and none of that. I had a natural boost of energy. Like, I just felt awake. Now, for some of the people, they get more energy. For me, my body just be like, listen, we good. We're not doing all the extra stuff, right? But it also is an amazing pre-workout. So my crew, which is my Muay Thai trainer, he jokes around because before I start my workout, I take a flare and he has all kinds of jokes. But anyway, and shout out to him, today's his birthday. But anyway, I take this flare and it's an amazing pre-workout. So if you're someone that's accustomed to like really feeling burned out after your workout, or if you're someone who has a lot going on and you drink a lot of Red Bulls and things like that, honey, throw that in the garbage because it's not good for you anyway. But get you a flare, honey, and you will burn some extra calories, turn that fat into fuel, get the natural energy you need. It also helps with focus. It's really amazing. And you have all your B vitamins in that one capsule. So you just take one a day and you're good to go. But let me tell you the other thing that really helped, not just with my weight loss, but also in my body physically. So I'm not a real big coffee drinker, right? I've never really been a coffee drinker. I used to drink coffee back in the day when I used to have a job and I need to stay up, right? And then when I was writing my first couple of books so I could stay up, but that was it. But I started drinking this coffee initially because of the CBD, because I have really bad issues that I had with pain. And I was in a really horrible accident years ago. So I deal with a lot of aches and things of that sort, right? So the CBD has been amazing for that. But now let me tell you where it comes into play for the weight loss. It comes into play for the weight loss because I actually have Garcia Cambodia in this coffee. Now, if you don't know what Garcia Cambodia is, it's Dr. Oz was raving about it years ago. People were Googling it and just buying Garcia Cambodia capsules, right? Well, it's an all natural fruit that helps with burning fat. So it burns fat, but also helps with not storing fat. So you have that in here. But then there's an amino acid called L-theanine. L-theanine, while it's great for relaxation and mental focus, it's also amazing for helping you feel full longer. So when you drink the coffee, it actually suppresses your appetite. So even if you're not someone who is a coffee drinker, it don't matter. You just need the benefits, okay? Plus, it tastes really good. It's like Colombian bean coffee. Like everybody that tries this is like in love with it, okay? Because it's that freaking good. But I did, like I said, for one, the CBD, and then two, when I feel like I'm going to get hungry or at my cutoff point. So there are certain times where I won't eat, right? So if I won't eat after 8 o'clock, or if I'm not eating after 9 o'clock, I'm going to drink some Caprice to make sure that I don't feel hungry and start eating stuff before I go to bed. I'm telling you, secret weapon, okay? So listen, this is what I have to tell y'all today, because I told you I have some freebies, right? So I have some freebies for you. This is what I want to do. I'm going to help somebody lose some weight because I know the feeling. I know the excitement. I know how proud you feel of yourself. Like, that's the other thing. You know, you feel more confident for some people, yes. But the pride, the self-pride that you have, and knowing that, girl, you did that. Like, bruh, you did that. That is something else. You build up your own self-belief when you say you're going to do something and you actually do it. Now, again, this is a journey, and every day I have to continue on. And there are some days when I literally still feel like I look like the woman on the left side of that picture. No lie. And I have to mentally tell myself, Sharita, you know you don't look like that anymore, right? But sometimes I literally look in the mirror and I feel like I still look like her. And so the renewal of the mind is real. It's real. And that's why it's great to take pictures also, so that way you can physically see what has transformed as opposed to what you're feeling. Because if you don't train your feelings, they can often lie to you, and not in a good way, right? So I did all of that. And now, of course, I got to tell y'all about the liquid vitamin. Y'all see my samples? The liquid vitamin that I take every day that has been a game changer for me and my daughter and all the countless clients that I've had. Y'all, you see my skin. She's flawless, and that's because of this liquid vitamin. The thing about this is amazing is that, one, it helps with digestion, but it also helps getting your body back into a healthy state to actually help you lose weight. A lot of times we can't lose weight because we don't have the nutrients that we need in our body. And so our body starts to hold on to things and holds on to fat and all that kind of stuff, but you need to release it. And so this Valet 30 has been a game changer for me for so many different reasons, but I'm not even going to go into all that today. But I have a little kit for you, right? I have a little kit, and the same kit that I use and continue to use to help me continue to reach my goals is all for the products that I just mentioned, plus my tummy pop. Y'all know my tummy pop is game changer. That is the only detox soda in the market. I don't have my bottle here because I had my detox soda earlier. But the tummy pop is game changer. And so I have the pina colada. Pina colada is my favorite, y'all. I love the pina colada. But anyway, I have a kit. And with this kit, you can literally in 5 days lose up to 10 pounds in 5 days, right? Many have done it, and many are continuing to do it. And I know that sometimes for some people, you have to just try it first to see that it really works for you. So for some of you, you don't feel like you don't feel the trust yet to try a product because, hey, I know how it is. For those of us who have been on a weight loss journey forever, we've tried so many different things, and you feel like, well, things don't really work for me, and I don't know if I want to try it. I get it. You know, I've been hearing this for years, okay? I've been one of those people. But what I did know was that I wasn't going to quit on myself. How about that? I knew I was going to try whatever I was going to try, and hopefully something would work, right? And so for those of you who are not comfortable getting a full 30-day supply of all the products that I mentioned, while I have, well, let's say 24 hours, in the next 24 hours, I do have a promo just for you, okay? So you can have 5 days of this amazing Lucia Detox tea, 5 days of the Flare, the metabolism booster, get that metabolism burning that fat, honey, and you could get a free sample of the Valley 30. This liquid vitamin will bless your entire life. Do you hear me? The weather is changing. The winter is almost here. You know, they say it's flu season and all that stuff. Build yourself up, honey. Okay. Secure yourself by getting you this amazing liquid vitamin this has all your vitamins and minerals from A through zinc, literally. 95% of your daily intake of vitamin D is in right here. One shot and you're all in, literally. You get this little kit and I'll give you a Valley for free for $55. What? Sharita, what you doing? I know. Y'all better just go ahead and get it now before I change my mind. But listen, this only lasts for 24 hours or until it's gone. And I only have 5. Okay? 5. Cinco. Cinq. Said in 3 different languages for you, okay? I only have 5. So once it's gone, it's gone. So if you want to get the kit with the 5 days of the tea, 5 days of the Flare, you go ahead and get that for $55 and you get one of these amazing Valley 30 samples that taste so dang on good. Your kids will love it, okay? My daughter, I call her the Valley 30 Whisperer because literally when I come out of my room in the morning, she's like at her door. As soon as she hears me open the refrigerator, she's out like, where's my Valley 30? Like, son, fall back. But that's one kick, right? So now if you want to do the other kit, you can do a 5-day tummy pop. You get 5 days of my amazing detox soda, which has 0 sugar, 0 artificial flavors, and it has amazing antioxidants in it. Like you have your, oh, y'all, I can't even tell you everything there. You have your elderberry. Y'all know how important elderberry is, right? You have your elderberry to help build your immune system, and you have a high dosage of vitamin D, and the pina colada, which is my favorite, will help with giving you the extra amino acids of the L-theanine, which is going to relax you, but also help you feel full longer, okay? And the pina colada just tastes so good. I mean, they both taste good. The black cherry and pina colada is great, but pina colada is my favorite. So you can do that and get a 5-day supply of the Valley 30 for only $70, okay? Like I said, I only have 5. When it's gone, it's gone. Or you can do this. You could go ahead. I think I said that. My bad. You could go ahead and get a 5 days of the detox of this, the Facia by itself. And you can get 5 days of the Flare and 5 days of the Valley 30 for only $65. Y'all, that is such a great discount. You could lose up to 10 pounds in those 5 days with that little combination. Do you hear me? You could literally lose up to 10 pounds in 5 days with that. And some people have lost more weight than that. No caps. So listen, if you want to take advantage of this amazing mini kit that I have for you, you got to inbox me ASAP, okay? Because like I said, I only have 5. Once they're gone, they're gone. And this sale will end either within 24 hours or if 5 people purchase tonight, that's it. You won't see this live again. So make sure you contact me. But I'm super excited and grateful, y'all. I am down 80 pounds and still going, baby. We are out here changing lives, helping people get healthier, enjoying the process as we do it, and feeling great, looking great. And I'm trying to tell you something. Honey, what? I understood the assignment, baby. I understood the assignment. Now I want you to do the same exact thing. It's time for you to get your life back. Don't wait till January 1st talking about, oh, it's the holidays. It's almost the end of the year. Going to eat it up for Christmas and Thanksgiving. No. Go and do yourself a favor and say yes to yourself now. I started my journey in October. I didn't wait for after the holidays. I got on it immediately, okay? So you want to start your journey now. Get in my inbox. If you're watching from YouTube, you can email sharitaleon@gmail.com and I will help you do so. Or you can find me on Facebook and inbox me and I will get these amazing products to you. So listen, y'all, I'm super excited and grateful that you joined me tonight. Until next time, y'all, only believe until the end and go get your life. Be blessed, everybody.
I'm a millionaire, money better cases. I ain't gotta chase it. I'm a millionaire.
Get your money. Get your money.